All right, welcome in everybody. It is your weekly Raw and Dave NFL preview and pick show. We're going to be breaking down the Broncos matchup, of course, against the Green Bay Packers, along with picking and previewing every single game this week, including Philip Rivers' return in the NFL. How about that? I mean, who would have thought that? I did not have that on my bucket list. And before we do that, we'll get into our quick power rankings. So y'all be sure smash that like, get in the chat. Hey man, sorry Lawrence, had the wrong time on here, but we're live now. That's all that matters. And of course, this video brought to you by Kalshi. Use the promo code DTB for a $10 bonus when you deposit 10 on there and make some money this week. I don't know if the Browns are going to get it done over the Bears. We'll just have to see. But I'm thinking about putting some money on there along with a few other games. But Rawhide, how are you doing this week, man?
Health-wise, I'm okay, but spirits is a little low. But life, those obstacles in your way, but you only just tear out sheetrock and keep it going.
Exactly, man. And I mean, we got thrashed in our pick'ems this week too. We both went 6-8, dude. Just terrible.
That is terrible.
I think this was our worst weekend of the season, if I remember correctly. So
you know it's bad when I felt like the most guaranteed bet you can have with a team that has quit, gave up their head coach, and just can't get it right, play their best game of the season.
yeah, I know, dude. I know.
So yeah, it wasn't a good week for us at all. But you all got an exciting game coming up that we're gonna get into, and I'm excited to hear your thoughts on it.
Oh yeah. Cannot wait for it. We're actually underdogs in that game. It surprises me. So money to be made over there. But let's go ahead and get into our power rankings as Quentin's coming in here. Hope you're doing well. Rawhide, he always thanks us for doing this long show every week while he's at work. So appreciate it, Quentin. But abbreviated power ranking segment this week since we couldn't get together on Tuesday. I'll just go through it here, Raw. You tell me where I'm right and wrong. I'm interested to hear yours. But starting off number one, hey, when you score 5 points against a division rival, I don't care how bad they are, that's great. LA Rams looking fantastic. Denver Broncos dropped down to number 2. That's okay. I'll take number 2. We had a great win against the Raiders, but, I just like the Rams a little bit more, man. I like the Rams a little bit more. Seattle, New England, still at 3 and 4. Green Bay, I'm on you with Green Bay right now. They got a great victory over the Bears this past week at Lambeau. Buffalo Bills go up a spot for me. They scored a bajillion points against the Bengals. Bears at 7. Houston Texans with a great win, courtesy of Andy Reid's horrible decision-making. They go up a couple spots to number 8. And then, dude, I hated making these last two. I absolutely hated it. So congratulations, Detroit Lions. Y'all beat my number 10 team last week, the Dallas Cowboys. Terrible take, because then they just go and get thrashed on Thursday Night Football. They're back in the top 10. And then, dude, how the mighty have fallen. I mean, just 4 weeks ago, Rawhide, didn't we have Philly like at number 1 or number 2 or something crazy like that? And that was one of the worst games I've ever seen a quarterback ever play from Jalen Hurts, man. Yeah. So I'm just giving them the championship benefit of the doubt right now, keeping them in the top 10.
Right.
Because they're spiraling.
They are. Dave, I got one question for you. Now, why'd you drop Denver, though?
I just dropped Denver because LA's offense, man. LA's offense. And like you can argue like they probably didn't do anything to lose it, right?
Right.
But that's the thing that I feel like LA has over Denver right now is truly like a high-powered offense. And they lost last week, right? So I was able to kind of take advantage of that. Broncos still riding that win streak, but dude, the LA Rams are back on it, man. They show that they got right against the Cardinals.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Well, I'll run through mine. And actually, mine is not very much different from last week.
Okay.
And it's similar to yours also. I got at number 1, I got Denver. I got the
Dude,
Denver
let's
Broncos.
go.
Yeah, I got Denver at number one. I did not change them. I didn't see a very, a close game uh, against the Raiders is a lot better than a loss to the Panthers. So, uh, yeah, I left Denver at where they sit. New England still at 2 for me.
Okay.
Even though they was on the bottom, they didn't do anything to move up or down. I got Seattle at 3. I had Seattle last week at 3. I got the Rams still at 4. Yes, because you lost to Carolina. Yeah. So you stay at 4. I got the Rams at 4. I got Green Bay at 5.
Okay.
So see, we similar there. Green Bay at 5. Now you may think they're a little bit high, but I got Detroit at 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Detroit at 6. Detroit is Detroit's a team where 60% of the time they're gonna blow you out. Blow whoever they play, they're gonna blow them out.
Yes.
40% of the time they're gonna lose.
Yes.
And I know their record don't reflect those percentages, but it's just they kind of like heckle and jive. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know what you're gonna get with them sometimes. But when they own, they are. I think they can beat anybody in the NFL. How about that?
Yeah.
There's some teams that I think when they're on, they're still probably gonna lose the game.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo Bills, I got a 7.
Okay.
Got the Chargers. You do not like the Chargers at all.
Dude, I don't believe in them at all. Not at all, dude. The Eagles gave them that game.
So yeah, I got Chargers at 8. I got the Houston Texans at 9. I think I had Houston at 10 last week.
I think so, yeah.
And I have the Philadelphia Eagles at 10, just like you do. We can't ignore the fact that they have been one of the best teams in the NFL for weeks on end. They're going to have to show me that they can't win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? They're going to have to show me. So I'm good with that. That's my top 10. And it ain't very much different from last week, but I see we are similar in some spots.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what. I am getting a little nervous right now with my take earlier this year, that Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback, man. Yeah, I completely had him out of my top 5, man, this past week. Just I don't care if he's not the stat getter, but that offense, dude, is a complete disaster. I mean, what did you think? This was like CU Gavin Cole type stuff, man. Where he's like catching his own pass, throwing interceptions, getting a fumble recovery, then fumbling it, man. What is going on with him, man? Is this just AJ Brown just infecting the whole locker room?
Maybe the new OC. There's an OC problem, but I don't think AJ Brown helped them at all. So I think he makes the problem worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think he's losing a step. I don't have the stat in front of me, but I heard some people talking about it. They're talking about his separation between him and the defender is like mid in the NFL when last year it was high.
Well, he's hitting that age where.
Yeah. And he's not a little guy. So when it shows on him, it's gonna show. Now I'm not calling him washed or nothing like that, but he may have taken a little step back. And I think Devontae Smith, the other wide receiver, is getting better.
Yeah.
There's only one ball. So I think Smith is getting better, and I think AJ Brown, he may be on the backside of it.
I think so, man. It's going to be interesting to see how they get rid of him. They got to.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
They got to. Big E Bronco. I love this point. I think the Eagles lost their identity. They need to start running the ball. Absolutely. They got to start scoring and winning in certain ways now to keep certain players happy. It's not good when you don't have complete alignment with the team. So
yeah. And offensive line, they've been in and out.
Yeah.
The offensive line's been in and out. So in the NFL, your offensive line is either good or they are a problem.
Yeah.
You rarely get when we talk about teams that win, right? We're talking about people who's competing for Super Bowls. You can have an offensive line that can win you some games.
Yeah.
But if your offensive line is not good and we talking about competing for Super Bowls, then you got a problem on the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and they got a problem on the offensive line. They've been injured.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into our picks, man. If you guys are just joining right now, Rawhide and I got obliterated last week after we crushed it the week prior. 6-8. We had a whole bunch of like games that were different too. But let's just go ahead and get into the preview, the picks. We got a lot of stuff to talk about with these games, which is going to be fun. So, tonight's game, dude, the Buccaneers started out so hot. The Atlanta Falcons are so bad. They're a train wreck. I picked the Bucks last week. I think you did as well, and they lost. I'm trying to remember who it was to.
The Bucks last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost to the Saints. Can you believe that?
Oh.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Oh.
So now they're playing the Atlanta Falcons, which are no better than the Saints. 4.5 point favorites. Am I crazy, Ra? I mean, I'm not picking Atlanta. I can't.
Yeah.
But I almost have to do this, just out of my spite and hate for Atlanta. But I don't feel good about this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team right now. Baker Mayfield no longer playing MVP quarterback ball right now. You must be thrilled.
Happy. Hey, like I said, all these guys that start off so great, they always regress. And that's why I just say all you need to do is be patient. Because being good is about being consistent. And that was Jalen Hurts used to. Oh, my bad. I'm going on a tangent. But yes,
No,
I'm happy.
Go on.
No, I'm happy.
We'll talk about it later. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going Tampa, man. There ain't nothing to talk about here other than the fact that watch Atlanta just go off this week now that those picks are locked in.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, bro. I got the Bucks. I'm going Bucks all the way. Despite the Buccaneers falling backwards, but yeah, I'm going with the Bucks, man. I don't really think it should be much to this game. Question is, what Atlanta going to do as far as the head coach go? I hate to see him go, but they need to make some moves. And one other thing, Dave, I know you saw Big E Bronco comment. I know you saw his comment. I was like, David say nothing on that comment. Oh, I would love to see that. And then watch Dave.
Nah, man. Okay, Big E Bronco, for those who are listening, is saying, I take A.J. Brown a heartbeat on the Denver Broncos and watch that offense go because Bo fit it in those tight holes. Big E Bronco, I love you, man. I got to disagree on this one, man. Sometimes the juice is not worth the squeeze. That's how I feel about A.J. Brown. We already got Cortland Sutton, man. We already got Cortland Sutton, who's, maybe he's a poor man's A.J. Brown, but he's without the attitude and without the book on the sidelines. Man, when you got somebody always demanding the ball, it kills all the good vibes. I think we're a good team right now because we all got good vibes. There's nobody putting themselves above the team. So that's all I got to say.
Oh, all right. Okay. That's all I wanted to hear.
But, man, I'm definitely not trading Pat Surtain for A.J. Brown.
Ooh, trade Pat Surtain for A.J. Brown.
Yeah. I got my Pat Surtain jersey on.
Yeah. I was like, the Denver Broncos has gave up. They make that move.
Oh, yeah, man. Can't do that. All right, oh my God. I hate the Cleveland Browns, but they got one of my favorite players, Shedeur Sanders, at quarterback, going into it should be around 10 degrees Fahrenheit this Sunday against the Chicago Bears. Bears lost a heartbreaker to Green Bay, but I think they'll be better from it. They're a young team. That was one where you got right last week with picking Green Bay over Chicago. But before we get into this, dude, you watched that Cleveland game, right? You watched that Cleveland Titans game, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How did you feel the fourth quarter was managed by Kevin Stefanski?
Oh,
I swear, it's every week. Every week we got something to talk about.
Look. It may have not been. It wasn't managed. I don't understand the going for two. But I think seems like every week we do this show, y'all hear me rant and rant and rant about going for two and kicking extra points. I'm just exhausted with it all. Listen, man. I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Dude, I cannot wait for this man to be fired. And they say he'll have a job immediately. Are you kidding me, man? Dude, this guy's got no feel for the game. He's got no feel for the mental side of a team, dude, with how he's handled all this quarterback stuff. Dude, disaster. If you just kick the field goals, you're going into overtime. And then, dude, what are you doing? Shedeur Sanders leading you back. He's throwing darts. He's doing all these things. And you take him out for the 2-point conversion plays? What are we doing? That was pathetic.
Well, but he has been consistent with taking him out.
I know. So dumb. He's so
I
dumb.
don't know, dude, bro. It's something that he doesn't trust, I think. And that's why he does it, man.
Yeah, I guess. Always got to be the smartest man in the room.
Kevin. Well, I tell you that all the time.
He's always got to outsmart the defense, right?
I know. Hey, we love making football calculus. I will admit that. I don't know what it is about coaches. I'm like, man, it's just people pushing people. That's all it is. People
You're literally
pushing people.
2 yards away from the goal line, man. You don't need to be doing all this trickeration.
I know, man.
I was disgusted. But Shedeur did win Offensive Rookie of the Week. I don't know if you saw that. So congratulations to him. He played great. And yeah, taking on the Chicago Bears. Bears, they fought back, man. They took some serious punches from Green Bay, but they were right there in it. The way that I look at this, man, is like when the Broncos lost to the Chiefs last year on that blocked field goal, man. Just a heartbreaking fashion. But again, I think they play football the right way with the run game. I think they got a good coach. My hope and my feeling is that they will learn from this loss and become better from it. We'll find out here in another week and a half or so when they face off again. But that was a great game, man. And it did force me to respect Green Bay a little bit more, which was reflected in my power rankings. So, who you got in this matchup, Rawhide?
Well, Dave, I want to say, well, first off, I got the Bears. I got the Bears. But now I've been pushing back. I think really flawed. I think even with you, I've been pushing back on Caleb Williams.
On who?
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. Yeah.
But when I was watching him play against Green Bay, I was like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said, okay. I said, okay. Okay. I see what they say. I'm not all the way sold.
Right.
But
right.
There is a strong possibility he may end up being the best quarterback in that draft.
Dude, some of those
he wasn't even close. He wasn't even close.
No. He had some fantastic throws.
He did have some good throws, Dave. Oh my God, he did. He made me pay attention.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal, bro.
I love it. And yeah, this is the get right game for the Bears, man. I'm gonna be rooting for Shedeur. I'm sorry, my Bears fan friends, but I'm gonna be rooting for Shedeur to get the upset. It ain't gonna happen though. I'm going with the Bears minus 7.5 point favorites. Yeah. If that isn't an indictment on how poorly coached the Browns are, man, I don't know, because they got talent.
Yeah.
And
the Browns defense didn't show up that game again. No. I think that was the best game I've seen the Titans play.
It was.
And the defense, because I guaranteed that the Browns would win. I was like, there's no way that sorry Titans team is going to be able to stand up to that defense. And the Titans played. Man, they played out their mind. I was just surprised. I was surprised.
And Biggie Bronco here with all the takes saying, how can you say that about Kevin Stefanski when he's coach of the year twice? And all I'll say is, good coaches never win coach of the year.
Dude, what? Did you say good coaches never win coach of the year? Is that what you said, Dave?
Yeah, it's almost like it's like a backhanded compliment, man. The coach of the year award. It's like, yeah, we thought you were gonna suck, and you ended up being a little bit better than we thought.
Oh, there is some truth to that. I will admit that there is some truth to that. Some.
Yeah, or like maybe not necessarily like in the NBA or whatever, but like in high school and stuff like that.
NBA, yes, same thing.
Or like most improved player. Like, I won most improved tennis player my junior year on, the varsity tennis team. That's because everybody thought I was going to suck, and I was just a little bit better than what they thought. So they gave me most improved, That's how I feel about Coach of the Year award, man. The greats are never winning Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. I got it. Yeah. I agree for the most part. Your overall premise, 100% agree with. 100%.
Yeah,
because usually the good ones have the only problem is the good ones been good, so they don't get credit for being good, right?
Right.
Yeah, like Andy Reid's probably gonna win Coach of the Year because he's won Super Bowls. But now if he comes back lose 2 games next season, he'll have an opportunity to win Coach of the Year. But
right, he's got to be.
But no, I mean, but for the most part, yeah, you a lot of Coach of the Years get fired, Dave.
Yeah.
Hey, NBA, I forgot his name, but I think it's happened a couple times. Guy won Coach of the Year and got fired the same year.
Oh yes, it was the guy who used to coach the Pistons.
Bickerstaff? Was it Bickerstaff?
No, in the Raptors. I can't remember.
Yeah, so you're right.
But maybe Bickerstaff's won that too. Oops. Okay. So we both got the Bucks and the Bears locked in. Buffalo, New England, maybe the matchup of the week. This should be a fun game. Yes. This is going to be a tough one to pick. New England's at home, but Buffalo favored on the road by 1.5. How about that? The thing that, with the Bills, I still don't trust their defense, obviously. Josh Allen is obviously fantastic. But Rawhide, I think I'm just going to go with the home team on this one. I'm going to go with Drake May and the Patriots. They're coming off of a bye week, so that's kind of a wild card. It could really work in their favor. It might not. But I'm going to go with the Patriots, man. I'm going to go with my power rankings. I feel like the Patriots are overall a better team than the Buffalo Bills. The one thing about the Bills is that, they are battle tested. So, they might be able to win an ugly game here. Dwayne Casey.
Is that who it was? Okay,
yeah.
Dwayne Casey.
Thank you. So I'm going Patriots. Who are you going on?
All right. I'm going to take the Bills. I think the Bills also need the game a little more than the Patriots do. And again, I know people hear me talk about them, but they have beat me down, and Lamar has made me say it. Josh Allen is the second best quarterback in the NFL. He's the second best. He's better than Lamar. He's better.
He soon might be the best.
So I moved him up wrong. I moved him up. He's the second best quarterback in the NFL, and they need the game. So I'm putting all my money on Josh Allen. So
all right. Well, I do hope the Bills take care of business. It would be nice for the Broncos to have a little bit of breathing room. We'll see. Okay. This will be a fun matchup here. You got the Chargers in your top 10 power rankings. Chargers coming off it was just a strange win against Philly. Kansas City down 6-7 after dropping that game to the Texans.
Yeah.
I put out a video that I went, I think, a little viral, talking about how Patrick Mahomes is turning into Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I saw that day. That was insane.
The comments were amazing.
Yeah, it was.
I knew saying that I was gonna get a bunch of like, yes, this man is saying what nobody else wants to say. And then I also got like 13-year-olds in my DMs like sending me middle finger emojis and stuff like that. So it was pretty funny nonetheless. But man, the Chiefs, man, what's going on with the Chiefs? Andy Reid going for it twice on his own side of the field in the fourth quarter. That was very puzzling, to be honest, because I thought until that moment, Rawhide, I thought the Chiefs were going to win that game. It was a defensive battle. It was a field position battle. I thought that they were just going to put Matariza back out there and punt there on that 4th and 1 on like their own 31-yard line in a tie game with like 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. What is Andy Reid doing? This is Kevin Stefanski's stuff. This is old school Andy Reid. This is pre-Mahomes Andy Reid type of decision making here. And I thought it completely took the air out of the stadium, man, for the Chiefs. Huge turning point in the game. Yeah, what did you think about how that whole fourth quarter unfolded?
He's coaching desperate. Yeah, he's coaching desperate. He knows. I think that game, I think, was a microcosm of the entire season. I think he understands what he got, and he knows that they got problems as far as the hole that they dug themselves at the beginning of the season. And I think he's just throwing stuff against the wall to try to make it work, right? And it doesn't look right.
No.
With the type of talent at quarterback that he has. The guys that he can rely on, he can't rely on. I mean, they can't. I put it to you like this. I think they win 2 more games if they can catch a ball. Like, this is what I mean. And I've seen this before from the Kansas City Chiefs. But if I'm watching Denver, or if I'm watching other teams, wide receiver miss balls, bro. Let's don't act like everybody don't miss ball catches. But and the stats may say what I'm saying is not correct when if somebody deep dive in what I'm saying. But it seems like when I'm watching the Kansas City Chiefs, they miss balls on 3rd down in the red zone. That's a first down or a touchdown. You know what I mean? The other team, they may miss a ball on 2nd, right? Or they may miss a ball on 3rd down. It's the 2nd quarter with 8 minutes left to go in the game. It seems like the Chiefs missed the most critical catches in a game. And I think the head coach is exhausted with it. The game before last, Rasheed Rice, third and long, driving, hit some bro, it ain't even a hard catch. It's wide freaking open. Drop. It's Travis Kelce. I'm like, bro, you right there on the goal. Why are you dropping in touchdowns and first down in the red zone? I'm like, they just, you know what they look like? Let me tell you what they look like. They look like a bad coached team. They look like they have absolutely no discipline. They look like they just free balling and just there is no accountability, meaning that so what? Right? There is no repercussions to me playing bad. They don't look zoned in, right?
No.
And I think it's a reflection of coaching. I think that's what it is. I think he just done lost it. I mean, I ain't saying that he lost the team and he needs to be fired. I think he's lost the team for the season.
Yeah.
Because they ain't focused, bro. They ain't focused at all.
No.
And Patrick Mahomes, it's only so much you can put on the back of a guy.
He's pressing too.
He has to.
Yeah.
He has to, bro. And that's what I see. And I guess that's why when when I watch the Chiefs, and I'm like, you know who they miss?
Tyreek Hill.
No, Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, I mean, since he left,
that's what they miss, man.
You kind of have seen a downturn in offensive output.
Yeah, I mean, they had him come back in that Super Bowl and talk to the team. They missing Eric Bieniemy. They needed somebody to hold people accountable. He was an from my understanding, he was a butthole.
Yes,
he's a butthole. Yes. But you need buttholes.
Because Andy Reid's the opposite.
Andy Reid's the opposite, bro.
Yeah, it's like a good cop, bad cop type of thing.
Yeah, that's what they're missing.
But it heads with Mahomes a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
So Brady and McCain.
And it's good, but see, it's good to butt head. So you butt head with Mahomes, that means Rashid Rice or Worthy, when you say something to them, they gotta listen. He just went at Pat. If he gonna cuss Pat out, you sure enough can get the business. You know what I'm saying? So you need that.
I've been listening to a lot of Chief shows over the last few weeks, and it seems like they just obviously they've won more than like any team has in the last, like 6 years or whatever. So they're like, dude, we just need hungry guys again. The energy isn't right. There's not enough hungry guys on the team anymore. And the guys who have won, they're towards the end of their career. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do this offseason, man. But yeah, they need to get back to some of the things like getting quality offensive linemen, man. Maybe they can develop another wide receiver, for once, get lucky with that. But they got a lot of work to do, man. And I do think the offensive philosophy needs to shift. I do think that this is what I was talking about yesterday with my show with Mike, is that I think Russell Wilson's an extreme example of somebody who, like, because of his limitations, aging, he kind of had to recreate the game that he plays, and he just wasn't able to do it, right? I think there's a little bit of that needs to happen with Mahomes. Dude, this guy's throwing hospital balls. Like, he's still getting it in there early, and dude, these guys are getting lit up. Yeah, this guy's doing things that I think he could get away with maybe just a couple years ago, but can't really anymore. And you don't want him to take more lower body injuries. So get a run game. Have him under center a little bit more. I think those things could help him. But yeah, I think that there's going to have to be a little bit of an adjustment with play style, because what they've tried to do that's worked in the past, it's clearly not working anymore for talent, all these other reasons.
No,
with that being said, I'm going with the Chiefs in this game. I'm going with the Chiefs in this game. They'll get to 7-7. I still don't buy the Chargers. That's really it. I just don't buy the Chargers. They shouldn't have won last week.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going with the Chiefs, but I think I told you a few weeks ago, I'm probably going to pick the Chiefs from here on out. And you mentioned it, right? They need, like a rushing game. Pat Mahomes is the second leading rusher on the team.
That's pathetic.
And hold on. It ain't like the guy ahead of him he's just 132 yards ahead of him.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So Kareem Hunt got 545 and I'm sorry, 138, and Mahomes got 407.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it ain't like Pat has to do everything. and I know, man. I know I might be. People. I don't hide what I feel about Pat, and then maybe that's some of my fandom that's coming out. But when I watch, for instance, when I'm watching Josh Allen and I'm watching him play,
mm-hmm.
I rarely see when I'm watching the game, his receivers let him down.
Mm.
Now they ain't got no names,
No.
but they catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? They catch the ball, bro.
Yeah, when you need Shakir shows up.
He shows up, bro.
Yeah.
Just catch the ball. Now he ain't doing nothing crazy, but he catches the ball.
Mhm.
I mean, even with, how many games have y'all? And I know we're going long on Kansas, but the Broncos. How many games you watching? You watching be like, man, we would have in a lot better shape if he had caught the ball. How many games? I mean, you watch like, now it's been a couple, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
Troy Frank.
every single game.
Nah, man.
It's weird to me, bro. I just think that offense lacks discipline. I think that is I think they are extremely undisciplined, bro.
I don't disagree, man. I don't disagree.
Hey, if your head coach was the head coach of the Chiefs, they would have a better record.
Oh. Yes. This is the right channel to say that on. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. If he was the head coach today, they'd have a better record.
Well, if the Chiefs drop this one, they drop a few more. Andy Reid might be playing himself into Coach of the Year consideration for next year, like you brought up. So we'll see how it goes. Las Vegas, dumpster fire. Playing Philly. Philly still 11.5-point favorites at home. This should not be a contest whatsoever. If Philly has difficulty with the Raiders here, that's an issue. But they better light them up. So I'm going with Philly.
I agree with that. This should be a get right game for Philadelphia Eagles, man. Hopefully Jalen Hurts can get back on track and stop being the topic of discussion for weeks in, weeks out. But again, he's a topic of discussion because it's a wide receiver, not necessarily himself. But not trying to make excuses. He did play bad. But when he's been served up,
terrible. But yeah,
he played a god awful. But he's been served up by his own teammate for the past few weeks. So people they feeling like this. The last game was validation for everything that they have been saying.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah,
it's terrible. Yeah, well, they won't be hating on him this week. Okay, another game I could care less about. Washington Commanders. I think Jane Daniels is back. Going up against the New York Giants. Man, who did the Commanders play last week? The Vikings, dude. They made J.J. McCarthy look good again, or good for the first time. I mean, he tore up the Commanders last week.
Okay, but my question is this: why are you bringing Jaden Daniels back? For what?
Some coaches are scared they're going to get fired.
I think that this. You're 3-10, or before the game, you was 3-9. There's nothing to salvage from the season. He's slighting Bill, and I get it, right? He needs some playing experience, but he's slighting Bill. He's been hurt this year. I don't know what you're really playing for. I think his number one wide receiver, McClung, he's back. Okay. But I mean, why play? Some of these decisions that they make, and I know you can't push everything off for the future, but I think when you have a quarterback that's as dynamic as he is and as slight as he is, and you got potential, you may have a Super Bowl contending type of quarterback. I don't know why bring him back and put him in more jeopardy.
No. It could be bad, man. Especially going up against the Giants. Now the Giants, man, they're a mess too. Abdul Carter falling asleep in meetings?
Bro. I don't know what's about Abdul, bro. He ain't gave me nothing. He was one of the reasons why, in my honest opinion, that they hadn't been as good as I thought they were going to be. He ain't showed up. So we thought that defense was going to be similar to the Browns defense.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nowhere close to being that. But one good thing about the Giants, my question to you, do you think they got the offensive rookie of the year on their team?
Jackson Dart?
Yeah.
I would guess it would have to be him. I'm trying to think of who else would be in consideration. I mean, I think RJ Harvey leads the rookies in all of touchdowns this year, but he's not having a year worthy of getting the award, maybe in consideration.
What about that
Whether
wide
you like it or
receiver?
not, it will skew towards quarterbacks. So yeah, it's not going to be Cam Ward. It has to be Jackson Dart if he can keep his head on.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Yeah, I'm thinking that. Yeah.
Carter say he's sleepy. All we're doing is losing around here, man. I'm tired.
Yeah. So I would but yeah, I got the Giants.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I got the Giants. I don't know.
I'm going with the Giants. Let's go. Let's see what they can do. They'll be at home. Again, I don't like this Commanders team. I really don't like anything about them. So it's sad that Von Miller is going to go out on a team like this, but that's what happens when you continue to play when you're washed. So it sucks, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right. Jaguars absolutely destroyed the Colts last week. Riley Leonard out. That was one game that you got right that I didn't. I picked Colts. Dummy. New York Jets, I also picked them to win last week over the Dolphins. Another dumb pick. Because the Dolphins, man, they might get back to 500. I didn't realize they've won like 5 straight.
I know, man. I've been hating it quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hating it quietly. But how about the Jacksonville? You have you starting to believe yet, or you still anti-Jags?
Dude, I'm still anti-Jags. We'll see how they play us, right? Because we play Jacksonville here, I think next week. So after this Sunday, Jacksonville comes into town. But it seems like ever since they made that trade for Jacoby Myers, everything's just kind of settled a little bit more. They should destroy the Jets here. They should absolutely obliterate them. I'm going with the Jags. But they're still just a team, man. I might just be a hater. Maybe you can just label me as a hater, Rawhide. I just got to see more from them before I'm going to believe it. Okay, you beat the Colts. That's great. They didn't have a quarterback for most of the game. Don't care. They're basically getting that again this week with the ghost of Tyrod Taylor out there. So, Jaguars, they should win. I'm surprised right now so far. I think they might be the biggest spread of the week at 12.5. Give me the Jets to cover.
Well, let me also say this: the Jags would be much better if they had been able to draft a quarterback second overall. I mean, not quarterback, but a player second overall that they could use.
Oh God, no, dude.
Second is this: I told y'all that the Colts wouldn't win one playoff game, and as we currently sit, they ain't even in the playoffs.
Dude, they are cratering, dude, and they are screwed. They are so screwed.
Hold on. Third, the fact that Phillip Rivers can come back and play quarterback says more about the quarterback position than it does anything else.
Dude, and Phillip Rivers was so bad. He was so bad that final year.
I told y'all that the quarterback position is the most overrated position in all of the NFL. And the fact that Phillip Rivers can come back and play after golfing and playing with his 15 kids, quarterback for the Colts, says a lot more about the quarterback position.
They're going to make a movie about this one.
Yes.
I love it. But you're right. I don't know if you saw this, but Cam Newton was pretty upset he didn't get a call from the Indianapolis Colts.
I
Did
didn't
you
see
see
it. He
that?
should be.
Yeah. He's like, why didn't they call me? And I'm like, well, I was like, your shoulder doesn't work. That's what I'm thinking about. I was like,
you're right about that.
well, Phil Rivers' shoulder didn't look that great either. You know, his throwing arm didn't look that great his final year either. So, you know, maybe they should have brought him in for another workout. That's going to be crazy to see. Because, I mean, they play this week, right? They're not on a bye week. Are they?
The Colts?
Oh, yeah. They play Seattle. We'll get to them. We
Oh,
finally
yeah.
are out of all these bye weeks. So I'm like, dude, I can't. Dude, they're playing Seattle this. Oh, man. Oh, that's going to go terribly. That's going to be a disaster. But yeah, I'm going Jags here. Anything else left to say on the Jags?
Jags all the way.
Yeah, man. Jags, Liam Cohen. Still not sold on you, dude. I'm a hater, even though I was a believer at the beginning of the year. And they might still win the division. Although right now I'm still picking Texans to win the division. Okay. Baltimore Ravens are favored, shockingly, after losing to the held together by, glue and tape Pittsburgh Steelers last week. At home, they lost to the Steelers at home in a game in which it looked like neither team wanted to win that game. Neither team cared. It had no aura. Anyways, they're playing the Cincinnati Bengals, who gave up, I think, a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter last week to lose to the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. Comments on the Ravens. They what a disappointment, dude. What a disappointment.
Yeah. I'm gonna say something that's gonna make people so mad. So mad. I'm afraid. Yeah, let me start it off that way. That makes it sound better. I am afraid that if Lamar Jackson loses his athletic ability, he's gonna be
Russell Wilson.
Worse.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's not gonna be a good quarterback at all. I'm afraid, man. I'm afraid. I don't think he can play quarterback in the NFL without his athleticism, bro. I'm scared. I ain't stamping it, and I ain't saying that's what it is, but I don't think he throws the ball well enough without his legs, bro. No. That clock is a little slow up there. And I'm watching him, and they saying he's hurt. And if it's a lower extremity type of injury, that means he can't move as well, and he's having to use his arm. It ain't looking good, bro. I love some people to help me out, tell me what they see, and tell me where I'm wrong. But I am seriously afraid that it ain't there, bro. And as far as this game go, I'm picking the Ravens. I agree. I'm just saying I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Got the same type of pass that the Chiefs got. I'm probably gonna pick the Ravens and Chiefs until the season's over with. But
they both
I don't feel
7-9.
Yeah, I don't feel good about this game at all. I would not be surprised if Cincinnati beats them. I mean, the Bengals look like they might be able to make the playoffs. And that's sad.
Yeah, I think Cincinnati probably has to win out, right, for that to happen. But I'm going to go with the Bengals here, man. I have lost belief in the Ravens. You're right, man. Similar to Patrick Mahomes in some ways, and to a greater extent. Lamar's going to have to start beating these teams in different ways if his legs aren't there, man. And I would like to see him develop more as a passer in that regard. He's going to have to do it. He's going to have to force it. He's going to have to work on it. Because I agree. It's a tick too slow right there up top.
I mean, but Dave, think about it. That's why Phillip Rivers can come back. Yeah. Right? That's why Joe Flacco can come back.
Yep.
That's why Aaron Rodgers still play. That's why Tom Brady played till he was 40. They changed the rules of the game where you can't hit them, and guys who ain't mobile, all they got to be able to do is see, recognize, release.
Mm-hmm.
SRR, see, recognize, release. That's all they got to do. So if
brains,
that's it, bro, and that's the reason. And if you can't do that, I'm worried about it, man. I'm worried about it.
It would be a damn shame if he never wins a Super Bowl. Be a damn
it could
shame,
happen, bro. It could happen. It could happen the way it's looking. But I don't know. I mean, he may come back and be Superman next year, right? But that's fine. And I'm not saying that his career's over. I just see things that make me worry.
Mm-hmm. Now, Sherry's bringing up a good point here. Burrow had a press conference this week where he said, "Why would you play if you're not having any fun?" Yeah.
What was that? What was that to, though? What was that reference to?
Well, I think he was just talking about playing football in general, like losing. But that would be fun, dude, if he asked for a trade out of Cincinnati. That would be great.
Well, he kind of messed Cincinnati up, though.
Yeah.
He's the one who told him to re-sign Higgins. Why are you paying two? Don't get me started. Dave, why are you playing 2 number 1 contracts, bro?
I know, dude.
And okay, and again, I was telling somebody this in the Discord. I was like, Josh Allen makes number 1s. Patrick Mahomes makes number 1s. Peyton Manning made number 1s. Joe Burrow got the talent to make number. You shouldn't be Joe Burrow and need 2 number 1 wide receivers.
Yeah.
Why do you need that? You're Joe Burrow. Now, Jalen Hurts, I get it, right? But Joe Burrow is actually the type of quarterback that I just got to describe. And he's the Brady, the Phillip Rivers, the Joe Flacco. That's him. Why you need 2 number 1s and kill yourself on the defensive side of the ball? I don't get it, bro. And now you mad? These people.
I saw a Vikings fan today post a video saying, "Can the Vikings trade for Joe Burrow this offseason?"
First off, Cincinnati would never do that.
It'd be crazy. But yeah, imagine if you could flip JJ McCarthy for Joe Burrow. How about that?
Yeah, right. Yeah. It had to be McCarthy, 4 number 1s, pay half salary.
But Bengals fans would hate that because they're probably also Ohio State fans. They'd hate seeing JJ back in Ohio.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy, man. I tell you, man, people say anything. I know people say anything.
Yeah. But yeah, he should ask for a trade out to LA to be the Rams' next quarterback after Stafford calls it quits. That's why Stafford can still play, even though he still has a rocket arm.
Yeah, there you go.
Got the brain.
That's all it is, man. That's it. It's it, man. But I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why I say if you find you a quarterback that can function like that, just build a team around him. You're okay.
Yeah. And that's why I'm going with Bengals, baby. Yeah. I just believe in the Bengals more, sadly. They can at least put up points, and I don't know.
Right.
I don't know, dude. The Ravens should be so much better on both sides of the ball, but it is.
100%. Yeah. And then, you know what? As good as we try, or not we, but people talking about Stafford, how good he is right now, he has never been as good as he was in Detroit since he's been at the Rams. Dude, he never won.
Yeah. Yeah, he was breaking records and,
yeah.
I think he had like multiple 40 touchdown seasons.
Yeah.
Man, he was fantastic.
All
right. Houston Texans against the Arizona Cardinals. Dude, Cardinals are so bad. I can't wait for everybody to get fired on this team. Can't wait for Kyler Murray to get cut this offseason. The Arizona Cardinals rebuild is going to be great. Fun to pay attention to. Rawhide, what have you made of this run the Houston Texans have gone on since losing to Denver? How about that?
Man, I know. We were talking so bad about them, man, at the beginning of the season. Just think, they started the season off losing 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost 5 of their first 8.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, man. I think that's a coach of the year right there, Raheem Morris. Huh? Dave?
Yes. Yes.
Now, I think he's the exception to the rule, but he may win coach of the year. I can't believe it. I mean, they even won with Davis Mills, but if we think about it and then get so caught up um, in the beginning of the season and them losses, let's think they lost to the Rams. That was a good team. Tampa Bay was rolling, and they lost to Jacksonville the first 3 games. Those are not easy games. But if we look at it in this totality, we should have known that defense that they had was going to turn around.
Yeah.
And I think that's what has happened. That defense has turned around. I think Stroud is still playing. I don't think he's playing up to his potential, though.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. So I
But
think
he doesn't need to, right? With the defense. He doesn't
need to with the defense, right? But if he can get where I think me and you believe that he can play at, then they're gonna be a problem. You're not gonna want to see them in the playoffs.
No. Sherry's saying this. Texans scare me in the playoffs more than any other team. And I'll say right now, as a Broncos fan, looking ahead to the playoffs, they're probably the one team right now that I just don't want to face. I feel better facing New England because we haven't played them this year. We've already played the Texans, and sometimes it can be hard to win that second game when you've already beaten them in the regular season. It can be tough. But yeah, Houston should win this game, and they should be in the playoffs. D'Amico Ryans, he's done a good job on not letting everything just bottom out, bringing everybody back together. And we thought you were going to suck after going 0-3. Here's Coach of the Year.
Yeah,
could happen.
That's it. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I like their wide receivers. They drafted both of the Iowa State guys, Jalen Knoll and Jaden Higgins, and those guys are starting to come around too. So, Stroud's going to have plenty of weapons. And I do like their running back, Woody Marks, who's a rookie. He's pretty good. Okay. Niners. Okay, this is the biggest spread now of the week, I think. 12.5 points over the Tennessee Titans. San Francisco 49ers. I think I left them out of my power rankings this week. Mainly, just because of Detroit and then giving Philly the benefit of the doubt. But right now, San Francisco's playing better ball than the Philadelphia Eagles. So probably screwed up there. But they should handle the Titans. I don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah, I agree. They should handle the Titans. The Titans got their one great game of the season, which was last week. They'll go back to being the Titans. One thing about the 49ers that I would have to ask, Dave, what you think, but I don't know what the 49ers are. Do you? I just don't know.
They play good defense. They run the ball. They're a good team.
You think they're a good team?
I think they're a well-coached team. I don't see them as serious Super Bowl contenders.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So you saying they're pretenders, not contenders?
Yeah, that's how I feel about them.
I got it.
And mainly because they'll be held together by tape by the end of the season. They kind of already are. It's already very impressive. Like their whole defensive line, man, is like on injured reserve, and they're still winning these games. You can get away with that against games, like Tennessee or whoever.
Arizona.
Arizona. Kyle Shanahan's done a good job in terms of dealing with the injuries, but something needs to be done out there with their training and nutrition. When this is a theme every year of their teams being one of the most injured in football, it's a you problem, not just bad luck. They need to evaluate that, reevaluate it, and reinvest in it. It annoys me. You got billion-dollar organizations, dude, that they just disregard this stuff. It annoys me. So I'm going with the Niners. You're going with the Niners. I'll lock it in. Okay, now Rawhide. we got the matchup of the week. I put on my thumbnail how this could be a Super Bowl preview. Wouldn't that be fun in a rematch of Super Bowl 32? Now, I'm pissed off here, guys, and on Kalshi, man. They're also the Broncos are also underdogs, so you can make great money betting on the Broncos in this matchup, which is going to be awesome. Again, use the promo code DTB over there, links in the description. But the Green Bay Packers are favored in this game. I can't remember the last time they've won in Denver. They usually don't. Both solid teams. Josh Jacobs now has 2 straight days of being out of practice with a knee injury. That is a huge deal. I'm trying to figure out why the Packers are favored in this matchup, man. And maybe Rawhide, with your unbiased opinion, you can help me understand. But the Broncos have a slightly better defense by like a point per game. The Packers have a slightly better offense by like a point per game. When it comes down to it, I think these are both pretty evenly matched teams, but one's at home. I'll go with Denver.
Yeah, well, before when I do my power rankings, I do like to go through other people's power rankings, right? I go ESPN, CBS, PFL. I read a few different power rankings. What I've noticed is people don't like the Broncos. I don't know why, though. I mean, we
were bad for like 8 straight seasons.
I don't. Again, I didn't commit it to memory, but for instance, ESPN has them 4th. Just for an example, I think CBS had them 3rd or 4th or 2 or something like that. So I don't think people like the offense. They love the defense. They're not extremely happy with the offense. And I think history bias plays a role into it, meaning that when you have squeakers against teams you shouldn't have squeakers against, and you wasn't necessarily one of those teams that they truly believe in, like the Buffalo, like the Denver has the opposite of the Buffalo effect. Like no matter what Buffalo do, they're probably going to be in everybody's top 10, right? I think that's what it has to do with the Broncos, and I think from a national perspective, that sentiment is how Vegas thinks that people think of it. So Vegas got to make it; they got to make money on it, right? So the betting public, I think it has that sense. They don't really truly believe, right? I got Denver as my top team. All right. I watch a lot more Denver because of you. And I think they have a great defense. I love defense, right? College football, SEC. I love defense. But so I scratch my head at them being -2. In addition, I think they like people like Jordan Love better than they like your quarterback.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, yeah. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. More than I like Bo Nix. I think quarterback. And they got Micah Parsons on Green Bay. That's another household name. And you all don't have a household name. And I'm just throwing out little things that I think that may play a role into why it may be -2.
Micah Parsons more well known than Nick Bonito or Zach Allen, right?
Exactly. So I think Denver is an overall better team than Green Bay, as you can see in my power rankings, but I am going to pick the Packers to win this game.
Oh, upset alert. Oh my God. You're going with the Pack. Tell me why.
I'm going with the Pack because Jordan Love typically on the backside of the seasons and backside of games is when he plays better.
That's true.
And I think this is a type of game where Micah Parsons makes his money. I think he has to make his money, even though he can't play on rundowns, which is odd to me. Paid a man $45 million a year. He ain't out there on first down. But that's crazy. But anyway, neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. But I am going to go with the Packers. And I know I probably can't make it back I got to pick some games different than you.
You are 9 games behind. You are not. I thought you were going to beat me last week, man, but we both went 6-8, dude. I could not believe that.
Yeah, so I think all those little things play a part in it. I don't think people have become a true believer in the Denver Broncos.
No.
Yeah.
And my hope is that this week we beat the Packers, and then people will start to respect us more from a national perspective. That's my hope. But they'll probably figure out a way. Like maybe it'll be like a 13-10 game, and they'll still that won't be good enough. That won't look good enough, for the haters to stop hating, right? So we'll see, man. We're undefeated at home, so it's hard for me to go against the Broncos just purely by that. And one thing to keep in mind, Pat Bryant, one of our rookie receivers, he's right now, I guess he's being expected to miss the game, and he's starting to really come along as like a nice option for Nix. Now, he's not to the level of importance as Josh Jacobs is. So, we might catch a break there. But it's going to come down to, right, who plays the best defense and which quarterback just manages the game better, man. Manages the game. What I appreciate you about Rawhide is that you appreciate, man, the game management aspect of the
I like that, bro. I think that's, but see, I just think that's how you win games.
Yeah.
I just think that's how. Okay, I know people like to say, "Oh, times are." I have yet to be proven wrong. You got your outliers. You'll have an outlier here and there, right? But generally speaking, playoff games are totally different than regular season games. NFL is totally different than college. College playoffs is totally different than regular season. Those margins get so tight. Possessions are so important. Manage the game. Don't lose the game. I think I was talking to a person. I told them, if I'm judging the quarterback, you got a bad game, good game, and a neutral game. I want my quarterback to have neutral games. That's what I want. I want that to be his foundation. Give me neutrals. That's what I need. If I'm a team that my quarterback got to play good games all the time, I got a bad team. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
If your quarterback got to be, and I know Pat Mahomes is the extreme. I'm just using him so y'all can understand what I mean by when I say neutral and good game. If you got to be Pat or you got to be Josh Allen to win games, or if you got to be Jaden Daniels rookie season to win games, your team has a lot of flaws. So I don't want that. I want my quarterback to come out there, hand the ball off, hit the 7-yard throw, hit the 15-yard throw here and there. Hey, move the chains. Hey, if you need to rush running for 3 yards, keep it going. Stay ahead of the sticks. Get first downs. You know what I'm saying? I want to see time of possession. I want to win the time of possession game. I want to have more first downs than you.
Yes.
If I go into halftime and the score is 17-14, I got 14. They got 17. I win the time of possession. Let's say I got 15 first downs. They have 6 first downs. Couple of big plays. I feel like I'm going to win that game.
Yes.
I'm going to win that game, Dave. I'm going to win it. If your way to beat me, you're going to have to get lucky on 3 40-plus yard throws. I'm going to win that game. That's my game to win. So anyway, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get on a soapbox about it.
This is a great tangent, though, because
yeah, I'm just saying that's how I want the game to be played.
And I think that you put it into words perfectly of why I'm excited about Caleb Williams, man, because I think Ben Johnson, again, he's got a lot of bad habits. You got to coach out of them. But Ben Johnson is teaching him not to be Superman on every play, to manage the game. And then he he's also got the arm talent to win you games when you absolutely need those throws to be made. And
Right.
that I think that's what's really exciting about him, is that he's got the ability to do it. And getting him playing under center more. We've had, I think with Bo Nix fixing his happy feet and his poor, inconsistent mechanics, they've also had him under center a lot more coming out of the bye. That has been great. You're always playing from shotgun. There's just more opportunity for things to go wrong. You can naturally get out of rhythm more.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, play him under center. It will help the run game out too. You don't need to throw for over 200 yards to win every football game if you got a good team.
There you go. Exactly, bro.
So
exactly, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like driving like I don't know, these like fancy sports cars, right? Like you don't need to drive them super aggressively, right?
No, exactly.
And they'll go, 0, 60, whatever many seconds, you still got to treat it with a little bit of care. So anyways, I'm going with the Broncos here because I think Bo Nix will be the better quarterback than Jordan Love. And maybe we can finally get some takeaways. That would be great.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that we're differing on this. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay. Oh, man. Carolina Panthers, dude. If they win this game, are they like in the lead for the division, or are they already in the lead?
Oh, talking about the Carolina Panthers?
Yeah.
I think they are. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I got it right. Oh, I had it right there. Standings. The Carolina Panthers are currently sitting second in the division behind Tampa Bay.
Man, it's going to come down to the wire. But
yeah,
I think they win the division, man. I think they win the division. Call it here, 4 weeks out. They're going to be in the playoffs. And Dave Canales, Coach of the Year candidate, right?
He has to be. He has to win it. No. Candidate. No, he will win it. The Raheem Morris was good banter. That's fine. But at the end of the day, the Carolina Panthers head coach is going to win the Coach of the Year. I bet you his odds, you might even check Kalshi if they have it on there. I bet you his odds is like minus 320.
Oh, dude, that's great. Yeah, let me pull it up here.
Ain't no way in the world anybody's going to win Coach of the Year over Carolina. Charles Barkley, I guarantee he going to be Coach of the Year, man. Who saw this coming? They're currently 9th in the playoff race, though, because Tampa wins the tiebreak based on percentage income in game, best winning percentage income in game. So if they pull this one off, bro, playoff bound they are. Playoff bound. But yeah, I don't see how any other coach could win Coach of the Year over Carolina. Nobody saw this coming.
Oh man, I don't agree with these with Kalshi, dude. They got maybe so. They got Mike Vrabel at 63%.
I could see that. I could see why.
Yeah.
I could see why. They don't win the AFC. Look, yeah. Who's second? Who they got second?
They got Mike McDonald at 12%.
McDonald? Why?
Was Seattle bad last year? I mean, weren't they still pretty good with Geno Smith? Anyways.
I don't know why Mike McDonald would be. He's over Carolina's coach?
Yeah, they don't have. Granted, now remember, this is just peer-to-peer, so there's like opportunity to make some money. But yeah, they got Dave Canales at less than 1%.
Really?
So you might be able to, dude. I might throw $3 down on there just to. Yeah, or $1, dude. I could make $93 doing that. So, dude, I'm just gonna do that right now. Put $1.
I agree that if New England wins the AFC, I could see why you'd make Mike Grable.
Yeah. But dude, they got Liam Cohen at number 3 with 9%, and I would give it to Dave Canales over Liam Cohen.
Oh, 100%. If Carolina makes the playoffs, I think that's out. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, use the code DTB. Turn $1 into 93 if that hits.
What? Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's at like less than 1% odds. So I just put $1 on that.
Oh, okay then. Okay. All right, go over there to Kelsey. Make some money.
Yeah, how about that, man? Yeah, that'd be pretty fun, man. Kevin Stefanski isn't even available on there for what it's worth. I think that's great. Doesn't even have odds for his name. No contracts available. I guess you could set one and see if somebody matches. But anyways,
looks like there's a Carolina fan in the chat. I didn't even know those existed.
Oh, let me we will make the playoffs. Let's go, Marcella.
Oh, wow. I thought Carolina fans were like Sigma Gamma Rho, but that's just the internal joke. They don't worry about it. But I'm just
okay.
I didn't know I didn't know they existed. That we do exist.
Dude, they're small in number, dude, but they're loud and they're prowling. They're out there prowling. Go Panthers. Okay, this should be a fun one. Rams -5.5 versus the.
Who'd you pick?
Oh,
Saints?
My bad. Yeah, I'm going with Carolina, dude. I don't care that Tyler Shook. Dude, what he did last week was insane, man. But I'm not going with the Saints. Going with the Panthers. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm right there with you. I'm going to Panthers.
Sir Purr, one of the best mascots in the NFL. Yeah, I like him. Sir Purr. It's a great name. All right. LA Rams, my number one team in my power rankings, going up against the Detroit Lions. They're 5.5-point favorites at home over Detroit. I'm sorry, Lawrence, man, but I think LA is just a machine right now. You know, they had that tough game going across the country against Carolina, but that happens sometimes to these West Coast teams. I think that, dude, they're going to cover the spread against Detroit. That's how I feel. That's how good they are.
Wow, he's bold.
Spread. Yeah,
that's bold, Dave. But you know what, Dave? I got to go against you. I got to go with the Lions. I'm right there with you, Lawrence. I got to go with the Lions. I got Lions 6th in the power rankings. I think the Lions need a game like this. I don't think the Rams necessarily do. I think this is an important matchup, man. I want Dan Campbell to get that stinking analytics wiped off of him and start coaching the game like he played the game.
Right.
Come on, Dan Campbell. Coach the game like you played the game. All right? Do that. You'll be fine. So, yeah, I'm going with the Lions, though. I'm going with Detroit. Yeah. Even though I know two people, and I do like to tease, but I got to be on their team this week. Hey, Lawrence said he's not gonna change.
Man, that's terrible, man. Yeah, you give me Sean McVay over Dan Campbell's decision making every time. All right, we talked a little bit about this, but Indianapolis with Phillip Rivers going up against, I think, they're my third ranked team. My power rankings, the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold should be an MVP consideration. I don't know if he'll win it, but man, this ain't good. Seattle has a fantastic defense. I'm worried for Phillip Rivers' health going into this game, man. If he pulls this off, like we said earlier, dude, they got to make a movie about him.
Yeah.
If he pulls off this game, man, this is insane. And it was reported by Jordan Schultz because the Broncos have Sam Ehlinger on their practice squad. And, you know, he was with the Colts for 4 years, Shane Steichen and all that. And reportedly he turned down signing to stay with the Broncos quarterback development. I don't know if I buy that. I think Sam Ehlinger would be crazy to turn down an opportunity to start, especially with a good team. Like the Colts have a good team. I don't know if that's true. But anyways, they got Phillip Rivers. How do you see this thing going?
Okay, I got a question. What happened to Anthony Richardson?
So he was warming up about a month ago for one of the games, and an armband snapped, hit him in the face, and broke like his, I don't know, eye bone, his orbital bone.
A what broke?
Like this eye bone. He like broke his eye from an armband snapping and hitting him in the face.
An armband.
Yeah. Pre-game.
Did anybody see that? I want to know, did anybody see that happen? Hey, the meme, I don't believe you. Look. Okay. All right, I guess. All right, I'll go with that. All right.
How hard did that have to snap?
I know, bro. I'm sitting here like, did he hide? Did he do that at home? Hide it, get to practice, and say that happened and broke an arm? What?
We know with Anthony Richardson, he's not returning unless he's in fact 100%.
Turn down. Yeah, that's crazy, Johnny. You. So anyway, back to the game. I got the Seahawks. Has it been verified that Phillip Rivers is actually going to play?
Yeah, dude, he gave a whole press conference, everything. He's ready to go.
If Phillip Rivers plays, just put a AI robot to play quarterback from now on. They don't even need it. I just find that to be just totally disrespectful. As a matter of fact, if I was a quarterback in the NFL and Phillip Rivers came back, I would feel disrespected by that.
Dude,
I would be.
I know he's been out of the game for like a year, but are you telling me, dude, you don't got a better chance winning with Ryan Tannehill?
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. I just I just find it disrespectful. I don't know what to say. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I don't see. Anyway, I'm going with Seahawks. I don't think if he plays Seahawks for the big win, this is gonna probably be my I got you game, and Phillip Rivers goes out there and throws for 400 yards. So
maybe Darnold throws like 4 interceptions for the Colts
something like that, bro.
Some dummies happen. This is now the biggest spread of the week that I've seen, 13.5 points. I'm going with Seattle. JJ McCarthy, we had 9 show up last week. It was amazing against the Commanders. And Kevin O'Connell was just straight up bitching after the game about how he had to tailor the offense towards his young quarterback. And he didn't ideally want to do that. But, hey, look what happens. Look what happens when you actually do your job, Kevin O'Connell. Instead of giving this guy full field reads, for some reason, expecting him to look like a 10-year vet out there. This is what I don't get. You drafted J.J. McCarthy as a project quarterback, okay? Then why are you complaining? And then why are you throwing him the full playbook? Why are you doing that from the get-go, man? They were saying this guy was going to need like 2-3 years.
Why draft him though, Dave?
Why draft him in the first round if he's
why do that anyway? NFL, I'm open, man. If y'all need a general manager, I don't know. If you need a president of operations, man, screw that. That GM job's a bad job. I ain't no good job. If you need president of operations, man, give me a call. Just give me a call. Give me a call, man. I can fix all y'all problems. It ain't gonna I can fix it, man. I can fix it.
Some of these coaches believe too much in their ability.
Yeah. This is insane. I can fix it, bro. So, but anyway, as far as the game goes, give me the Cowboys,
dude. Cowboys are unbeatable at home. So they're atrocious on the road. Picked them on the road last week. We should have known better, Rawhide.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, Cowboys are going to look like world beaters this week.
Wait, but Dave, the tight end, put him in a bad spot at the beginning of the game. They got so far behind. Your playbook was just thrown away. You had your wide receiver. He don't want to play unless he getting the ball. You listen, I ain't doing nothing unless you're throwing it to me. Then he comes up with the argument that have somebody watch tape. You see they swamp. That's what they're supposed to do, but that don't change the fact of how you react. I'm like, Pickens, bro, you made yourself look crazy by your argument itself. So, and I like you, Pickens. I do. But you, I don't know if I could pay you. I don't know if I could pay him, man. Would you pay him?
Pickens?
Yeah.
No. Look how flawed your team is right now. Dude, with these other quarterbacks, that guy Flowery or whatever his name is, dude, he's up and coming. You can draft a cost-controlled wide receiver in the first 3 rounds. That's what I'm saying, dude. Go out and get some more defensive talent.
I don't know if I can pay him. I franchise him. I couldn't pay him.
Oh man, franchising. The problem with franchising is that you're not able to change the cap hit, so you're not able to kick any of that down into future years. So
right, yeah,
he's going to be getting paid like probably in the high 30s or maybe low 30s. I forget what the top wide receivers now make. Is it like $40 million or 30 high 30s?
I can tell you, but the question is, I don't want to give him any guarantees that I'm gonna have to pay. You see what I'm saying? At least with the franchise, you're right. You can't kick it. You can't kick it. Right here, it says that 23. It's projected to be 23.
23?
Yeah.
Oh, I would do that. I would just franchise George Pickens this next year.
Yeah, I'll just franchise. I wouldn't give him no deal.
Oh, that's way less than what I was expecting, dude. Yeah, just franchise.
Unless this is wrong, but yeah. Everybody, hold on. Franchise tag. All right. Let me. No, yeah. That's what it's saying. Unless it's wrong, I'm showing 23.
Great. Because it's already determined from the salaries this year.
Yeah. So, yeah. 2026 projected franchise and transition tenders. Franchise tag 24.36. Okay, that's tier 2 because it's 2 different ones. The first one's 28.
Oh, okay. 28.
Yeah,
borderline.
I'm tagging him, bro. You gonna guarantee? Okay, let's say you're gonna guarantee him what he's gonna command 80 at least.
Dude, he'll probably want $100 million north of that for the next 3 years. He'll probably want over $30 million a year. Oh, and guarantees?
Probably so what are we talking about? Like maybe $100 million guarantees?
Maybe on a 4-year deal, yeah.
So you can't. Now he's stuck. I'll pay you the 28. Tag you 28. See how you do. If you ain't doing right, trade you, bro. Dude, then you ain't got to pay. You ain't got to pay the money down to, what I'm saying, the next season. It's not gonna murder you.
And then just draft defense, baby. Draft defense. You can bring that running game back next year for cheap.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, but I'm going with the Cowboys, and I think they're going to obliterate the Minnesota Vikings, dude. I think they're going to obliterate them. So, yeah, give me the Cowboys. I know it's easy for me to just say it, but I'll say it. Give me the Cowboys by 20 points in this game. I don't think it's going to be close.
Oh, that's crazy. He said by 20. I don't know about that one, but give me the Cowboys to win.
Dude, how about them boys? Okay, then Monday night, the last game of the week. Oh, actually, I might actually be interested in this because the Dolphins, are fighting for their lives. McDaniel is fighting for his coaching life with the Dolphins. Pittsburgh favored at -3. This might be one of the closer games of the season. Pittsburgh, are they still in the lead for the division right now? That is
they lead division.
That
Yeah.
is pathetic, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, Rawhide, I haven't made my decision on who I'm picking with this one. I mean,
Well,
the Dolphins did beat the Jets in that cold weather. Are they going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the cold weather? Nah, probably not.
I think the Steelers is going to win this game, but I would not be surprised at all if they lost. But I got the Steelers winning though. Got Steelers winning.
Yeah, I'll go with the Steelers too. We'll see how it goes. But man, this took a little bit longer now that nobody's got any bye weeks. So thanks for sticking with me, Rawhide, through this.
No, I appreciate you, brother.
This was a lot of fun. And guys, again, if you need a little reminder here, we got our power rankings over here. If I can pull it up, and let us know where we're right, where we're wrong, and which teams. Hopefully, I can change the view here. Yeah, which team should be in, which team shouldn't be. Let us know in the comments. But Rawhide, what do you got coming up? Are you going to be talking about Sharon Moore? Are you going to be talking about the college football playoff? I hate college football right now, man. This is such a mess. This whole sport, it's such a mess, man.
Oh man, the Sharon Moore deal is sad. Monday
Is Brian Kelly the next coach of Michigan? Lawrence?
Who?
Brian Kelly?
Oh my God! Ooh.
I mean,
but you know what? I think he fits. But I'm a Brian Kelly fan, so I think he's a good coach. But Monday I'm supposed to talk about the college football playoffs and other things. Unfortunately, there's some issues I ran into. But I don't know, Dave. The Sharon Moore is sad.
Yeah.
That's sad. It's sad. And college football playoff goals. I don't know if you saw my poll before it came out. Yeah, I knocked that out the park. Saw all that coming. Knocked it out the park. As far as who I think going to win it, I don't know. I would lean towards Georgia, Ohio State, maybe. I still stand on the fact that there will not be an Indiana team, professional or college, that wins a playoff game. And so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. We talked about this. Duke came through. They made it a mess. You got two G5 teams in there over Notre Dame.
G5, hey, Dave. G5 is in the play. Two of them, and Notre Dame's not. Don't you love it? Isn't that great? Isn't that great, though, Dave? That is the best thing ever.
It is pretty funny, man. It is. Yeah, it is pretty funny. And then what? The team that couldn't even make the ACC championship game is in the playoff.
Yeah,
dude.
I love it, bro. I love it.
They try to make sense out of it. They make all these new rules and qualifiers, and then it never works out that way.
But it's kind of. I told somebody. I don't know who I was talking, but I told the I don't know if y'all noticed, man. Hey, if you listen to Dave, and you don't follow me on Twitter, I would ask you to. I'm not a big Twitter guy, but there's things that I put on Twitter, right? Like rankings, college football rankings, power rankings, stuff of that sort. If the committee would stop lying, see, the problem is the committee lies.
Yes.
They lie. They lie all the time. Yeah, they lie all season, and then when it comes to actually having to pick teams, it's like, we done ran out of time. Then they look dumb. If they rank the teams, like I rank the teams actually who they believe is good, who they believe is bad, then you wouldn't have as much controversy at the end of the season. But they keep lying. So when you lie, when you come to the end of the season, you got to pick the playoff teams, then this is what you get. But if you had been ranking them like I've been ranking them the whole time, then people wouldn't be up in an uproar.
No.
This wouldn't happen. Because Notre Dame, for the most part, shouldn't have been ahead of Miami. Because Miami beat them head-to-head.
Yep.
All right. So there you go. That's an argument you got. All right. Another team like Texas Tech, BYU, right? They never should have been in the top 10 anyway.
But since you put them in the top 10, BYU whining and crying like they got snubbed.
Yeah.
Because you're lying. You were lying. If you thought they were that good, you would have left them up there, but you didn't. So you looked for a reason to drop them. So stop lying. Simple as that, bro.
What team are you rooting for in the college football playoff?
I can't even make one up. I guess a good storyline. I don't even see a good storyline.
You don't think that Kirk Cousins 2.0, Fernando Mendoza?
No, I don't think they're gonna win a game. But I don't have anybody I'm rooting for. As a matter of fact, I have no vested interest in either team. None.
Really?
None.
Dude, conference allegiance requires me to root for Texas Tech. So I put some money on them to win, like $5. It pays off pretty nice. But yeah, maybe they can prove that oil money can buy the best team in the country. We'll have to see. But I think that would be fun seeing Tech win. But they're definitely not favored. You know, some of those other teams that you mentioned, I would go with them. It's going to be very interesting to see if Michigan is able to poach one of these coaches, because I think this is still a job that has pull even with all these college football playoff.
Tom, Michigan? Oh, hands down.
Yeah.
Michigan's probably north of the Mason-Dixon. Michigan is probably the second best job up there.
I want to see Michigan grab Dan Lanning so bad. I want to see it happen. I want to see the Oregon fans just absolutely freak out. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. I think so. But this
Lord, you crazy.
But they do have their problems. They do have their problems. Yeah.
Hey, I want to see who's going to go get Urban Meyer.
Oh, absolutely not, dude. I think Urban would hate coaching in today's world.
Okay, Dave. PA State, who you gonna get? You screw.
I mean, they hired Matt Campbell.
What?
Yeah, they hired Matt Campbell from Iowa State last week, and then the Washington State coach.
Penn State did? I didn't even hear about that.
State. Yeah, it's because nobody cares. But he's probably not as good as James Franklin. Let's be honest.
Hold on, wait, Dave. You sure about that?
Oh, it was sarcasm. Went way over. My bad. Yeah, dude.
They hired Matt Campbell from
Iowa State, yeah.
Dave. They messed that up, Dave. Dave, how can you mess that up so bad?
What? I know, man. They were the first. They were the first vacancy, but from what I understand, I can't remember the agent's name, but the guy who represents James Franklin, he was basically threatening them, saying, if you fire him, I'm going to make sure that none of the top coaches come to Penn State. Seems like he's done that.
Dave, they hired him?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. You know the donors and the administration is so mad. You know the donors. I don't know, like, we messed this all the way up.
I mean, dude, they were in so much better position than where they were at for the last 20 years of Joe Pa?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I didn't even know it. I didn't even know they hired him, man. I didn't know that's who they got. Oh, that is great. I love it. I love to see big organizations just fall on their face. Now, granted, this dude may come with a natty. I don't know, bro. Matt Campbell.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know, dude. Just this is like now it could work out, right? I mean, I could have guessed, but this is what it felt like when Jerry Jones hired Brian Schottenheimer. It's like, all right. But I will say Brian Schottenheimer has exceeded my expectations this year as an offensive play caller. He has.
Oh.
So, yeah, but he wants Kurt Signetti, Jesse Minter, or Marcus Freeman over at Jesse Minter. He's with the Chargers now, right? Jed Fish out in Washington. I think he's a good coach. Could snag him. Matt Campbell's salary.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
He's kind of weird looking. Huh?
Yeah, but you know who's I think the weirdest coach in college football that I can think of is Dave Aranda, dude. That guy is so odd. The Baylor coach.
He is past odd. He is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Dave Aranda, is he autistic? Oh, Dave, I didn't mean to.
I've wondered if he's on the spectrum.
I wouldn't even try to be fun. I was just really asking, though. Is he autistic, though?
He might be. Maybe that's why he's so good at scheming up defenses.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Because even in his interviews, it's like he has to wait a second before he responds to make sure that he gives the human response.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be funny. I just thought maybe he was. I thought it was a DEI hire, like to show you that even if you got disability, what I'm talking about, if you got disabilities, you can coach.
Yeah, man, he's definitely on the spectrum. I think so, man. Yeah, but he got re-upped again, so congrats to him. But yeah,
because I thought they was gonna fire him. I did,
but I don't know where. It'll be interesting to see where Michigan goes, man. I want Dan Lanning. I just want that so bad. And he would be perfect for like talking all this crap to Ohio State. I would love it. I think you make the move because Oregon fans might not like to hear this. I think you reached I think you capped out at Oregon, man.
Yeah, I think Oregon has a ceiling.
Yeah,
they got a ceiling.
But Oregon fans don't like to admit that. But they
don't, bro.
No.
And I guess I'm not a real big Oregon guy because and they're like, bro, why you don't like Oregon? I'm like, I agree. I think they have a ceiling. And the problem with Oregon is they don't grow them. Like Michigan, Ohio State, their recruiting base is the Midwest, right? So you can kind of pull them. Everything at Oregon is imported.
And you think about it with Oregon too, they just lost both of their coordinators to other head coaching positions. Yeah. Maybe Dan Lanning's just like, maybe Dante Moore is going to leave for the NFL draft. Just start over in Michigan with Bryce Underwood.
I think, Michigan's good. I think it's probably, I think it's the best. Look, if I was Lawrence or a Michigan fan and you went and hired a guy like Matt Campbell, I'd be really upset. Really upset. I mean, the coach, okay, let's be honest about it.
Who was the guy they hired before Rich Rod?
I don't know. I have to look to see. Before Rich Rod? Hey, remember how speaking of Rich Rod, remember how he made him mad? All the fan base and people mad because he coming out with that stupid offense that they don't like.
Yeah.
They hated that. They hated that. Brady Hogan, that what it was?
Yeah.
They hated that. All I heard during his tenure there, especially when he first got there, is just as not Michigan football.
Yes. And that's when they started talking about this is why you go and hire a Michigan man.
Yeah, bro, that was funny, bro. But if they're gonna hire somebody like a Matt Campbell, bro, I'd be seriously upset. But that's what I was gonna say. The coach that they just fired, I feel bad that he lost his job, but I never thought he was a long-term guy hire anyway.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I thought I didn't. As a matter of fact,
strange. It was kind of strange how they didn't even look at other coaches.
Yeah. I think he was a guy they hired to get over the allegations and all that other stuff. And then
now they got more allegations. Let's go.
Now they got more allegations. That's great. Yep. Yeah. Well, listen, man. Hey, it's cold up there. I guess you got to find something to do.
Dude. But I have seen the charges. I was seeing the charges. What is this, dude? I feel like I'm reading Leviticus, dude. Like, what are some of these charges?
I don't know what's going on with Michigan and Michigan State, bro. I don't know. I don't know, man. Be careful, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Dude,
It's
I'm gonna be
crazy.
lighting candles, praying to the football gods. Dan,
Yeah, it's
I
it's
just want,
crazy
I
up there,
just,
bro.
Dan,
I tell you.
hey, Lawrence, how would you feel about Dan Lanning at Michigan? I would be pumped about.
I think he like that. He would like that. Yeah,
Dude, if you can do what you're doing at Oregon,
yeah,
you can
Yeah.
win multiple national championships.
yeah. He wants an SEC guy as his head coach. He knows that.
Dan Lanning is an SEC guy.
Yeah, that's what he wants. he wants that. Yeah, he wants that. Yeah, he loved it. He loved Dan Lanning.
And dude, it would just be so great to see Dan Lanning leave his team during all this, man. I think that would be so great, man. I got no sympathy for Oregon fans, man. I wouldn't mind Dan Lanning. Wouldn't mind.
But who does he want? Has he said who he wanted?
No. Oh yeah, he did. He said some coaches that aren't as good as Dan Lanning.
Kurt
Signetti, Jesse Minter, Marcus Freeman. I guess you could argue that Kurt Signetti is better than Dan Lanning, but Dan Lanning is definitely better than Marcus Freeman, Jesse Minter, and I would say he's still better than Kurt Signetti. But Google him. All he does is win. He's got more Big Ten titles than Dan Lanning has, so maybe he's on to something. I mean, he just signed the extension, dude. I don't know. I mean, his buyout must be insane.
Why would he want to go and be a college head coach, though?
Dan Lanning?
No, Jesse Minter.
The buyout is just $15 million after the new deal? Oh, that's interesting. I'm shocked it's that low. He just signed a new contract like 2 months ago.
Who's that?
Kurt Signetti.
Yeah, he just signed a contract. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Dude, buyout's only $15 million, though. That's crazy. Does Oregon cover versus JMU? I don't know. We'll see what the college football committee.
Yeah, what's the line on it? What's the line?
I don't know. Let me see here.
Yeah, I listen. If I'm a head coach and I got a name behind me, I ain't no way in the world I'm going to college football. That's a set pool.
Dude, it's such a mess, dude.
Yeah,
as a college football fan, dude.
Yeah.
It's so, there's so much that I hate about the sport compared to love it, dude. What made it great? I sound like an old man now, Rawhide. Is this what happens once you reach your 30s, dude? You just start.
That's what happens, bro.
Thinking of life before the internet and all these sorts of things. What's the spread? At least on Kalshi.
Oh, I got it. Oh my God, minus 21.5.
Oh, good Lord.
A playoff game, Dave. Tulane minus 17.5. I love it.
All right. Lawrence, I don't know. You'll probably be offended by this, but why would you leave Alabama for Michigan?
Less pressure.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so, bro. I think so.
Dude, if I'm Kalen DeBoer, he doesn't like it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why you'd leave Alabama. I guess, pressure, but I mean, Michigan's pressure too.
Yeah, it is, but they're a little more, bro. When you win games and they still want to fire you, yeah, it's time to go.
I heard who's the guy, Dave, whatever, who runs Barstool or owns Barstool, you know, the big Michigan donor. He was talking about how at Michigan we don't celebrate 9-3, and I was like, here, man, we freak out for 9-3. We absolutely celebrate that. I would kill to go 9-3 every single year. Man.
But they ain't far from removed from loving 9-3. That's fans. See, that's why I can't. That's why I'm Dave. That's why I'm a fan crusher, bro. That right there. See, that right there, Dave, is why I'm a fan crusher, bro. Because I feel like they disrespect the game. I'm like, You act like y'all been just some Ohio State. You have not been Ohio State.
When was the last time they won a natty before 2022?
90s. I think they split it. They split one in 97.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Dude.
I get so sick and tired of people. Bro, I can't stand them, bro.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, Lawrence. Again, they think they're Alabama.
Bro, they are so far from it, though. That's what's crazy, though. It's like there's levels to it, bro. You are not on the Ohio State, Alabama,
Georgia.
You're not on that level. I ain't even put Georgia in there. You're not that, bro. You're Michigan.
Where do you put Michigan with Texas?
Michigan and Texas is the same thing.
Pretty similar.
They're the same thing, bro. Y'all on that level. You ain't
Oklahoma below them.
Well, I personally have Oklahoma higher than I'd have Michigan and Texas.
Really?
I got them higher. They're blue blood. Not only that, when college football era before Lincoln Riley left, they were in the playoffs every season. They got like 2 or 3 Heisman Trophy winners.
But couldn't you say that Lincoln Riley understood that there's probably a ceiling to?
Yeah, well, it's a ceiling up. Yeah, it was. It is. Yeah, it was. But I mean, they were competing though. At least they were there,
right?
Consistently. They were Ohio State, kind of like Ohio State. They was there, but they just didn't win it. But Michigan is not that. They're
Michigan's closer to Penn State than they are Ohio State, right?
Yeah, they're probably at the same level, bro. Yeah, at the same level, bro. Yeah, same thing. Same thing, bro. These fans, they're insane. We don't celebrate 9-3. I'm glad I didn't hear that. I try to find the number, call him. I said, man, you okay? I said, you all right? you I said, oh, you think college football just started 4 years ago? I said, oh, okay. I was just like, wow. What about those lean years when y'all run through coaches like you were the Cowboys?
Oh man,
come on now,
dude. We need some more Michigan hate episodes from.
No, I ain't even get. Hold on, Dave. I'm not against Michigan. I like Big Blue. I do. I just don't like crazy fans.
Yeah,
cannot stand crazy fans.
Well, you're in the wrong sport, man. Find me some logical fans in college football. I don't know if they're anything out there, man. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what fan base, like, I don't know. Now even BYU's starting to think there's somebody that they're.
Oh my God, bro. Hey, you know what? Mitch, that guy on Barstool, he's the same type of people that was at Nebraska did the exact same thing. We're not a 9-3 team. We're going to fire our head coach. We don't just win 9 games. I don't even know if they won 9 games since he got fired.
They haven't.
Oh my God, bro, it's insane. Hey, Penn State, you're next. Penn State. Oh my God, y'all think you're better than what you are, bro? Penn State, technically, you're Vanderbilt, and you don't even know it. And what I mean by that is that you had your good coach. You know, you got some. Your program got some extreme limitations. You got you a good coach, and you just wasn't happy with winning 10 games a season, winning 2 playoff games. You wasn't happy. And you're going to see it. Notre Dame fans. Notre Dame administration. I got to get Notre Dame fan base. They're crazy. Administration learned their lesson. Notre Dame thought they were better than what they were. After Lou Holtz left, they like, we Notre Dame. Yeah, they went through some lean years. Then they got Brian Kelly. And then, saying he brought them back. But I don't hear people complaining at Notre Dame fans about not winning natties no more. They used to think there was a natty program. Nah, they good with the 10-11 wins. They good with it. I don't hear them complain no more.
I watched that whole press conference from the AD this week. That was insane.
I didn't even see it all.
He's like, Notre Dame and the ACC, man, we're on the rocks now because they openly campaigned for Miami over us, and we're the biggest business partners they've ever had. We're a member of their conference in 24 other sports, and their sellout rate is like 20% amongst each other, and it's over 90% when we come to play. So there have been bridges burned with the ACC, and I don't know what they're going to do, man. I would love it. Hey, y'all can come in and run the Big 12. Y'all can be our new Texas, dude. I don't care, dude. That would be fun. That would be fun to have Notre Dame in the Big 12, and I would love it, even though they're not really a fit, but they're not really a fit with the ACC either, I guess. Who cares about these other sports?
Yeah, I don't know why they just won't go and join the Big Ten to be done with it.
They should. They should just do it.
Yeah, be done with it. And be done.
Yeah, I know. They must be scared of Michigan or Ohio State, all these other teams. I don't know. Rawhide, I'm going to go get some lunch, man.
Yeah, me too, Dave. I appreciate you going along with me. I know I missed Tuesday, guys. Again, I apologize. That's my fault, not Dave. Hey, listen, man. I had some house maintenance stuff that I had to deal with, so I've been busy this week, man. So I apologize for that. And it's not even fixed yet.
Oh, yeah. No, dude. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, dude, hopefully your house is still standing by next Tuesday so we can do a power ranking show. We had over 100 people watching for most of this thing. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, shout out to Lawrence. Good luck with Michigan, Kodiak Broncos, Quentin Caldwell, all of our other fans. The Panthers fan that was in here earlier. Sherry, Mile High Monsters, Mike, man, everybody. I love it. So we'll be back to discuss the NFL next week. And until then, have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you.
Appreciate you.
All right.